Here we are in After Effects. So this is what we're gonna be creating. You already saw it. Woo! So you're flying and then you land. Bam! Like so. Boom! And it's actually a very easy effect, and I'm gonna be teaching you right now. So first thing first, you gotta import your footage. So you can import your footage by go to File, Import File, or Control I. It will be the same, or double click right here and then click and open your video. It will do the same, or just go wherever your video is. Make sure you're on project, not effect controls but project, and then click and drag your video to After Effects. It will be the same. And if you already got your video here, just click and drag it to this big area right here to create a new composition, or click and drag it into this little part over here. It will be the same to create a new composition. So as you can see here, the video is kind of dark because it's a flat video and I record it in the afternoon. I'm sorry if it is kind of dark. And then I'm gonna run preview it so you can see how you should record your video. So as you can see here, you should record your video like you try to jump like that, and then to land, of course, you gotta record yourself landing right there, and then after that just get out of the camera and shot the background, the plate. You're gonna shot the background here for how long you're gonna make your videos. If you want to make the flying video like about 5 seconds, then you're gonna record your background for about 5 seconds also. Why? Because you will understand later. So let's just get started. First of all, this is where you get out of the camera. We're gonna cut this video from here to create the background video. So click your video, and to cut it, go to Edit and then Split Layer, or Control Shift D. It will be the same. And as you can see here, the video is already cut. So this top area here is for the background. So we're gonna rename it, right? So right click and click rename. I'm gonna call background. This is for our background, and because this will be our background, we're gonna put it below everything, and then we're gonna move it just like so. So basically this video is gonna be and right this point, and there you go. We're gonna already create our background, and now we're gonna create the effect, the flying effect. It's actually really easy. I'm pretty sure you can do it. So make sure you, by the way, you shot yourself on a tripod. So as you can see here, I just put my camera in a tripod. So basically it makes everything easier for you. If you want to make some shaky effect, you can make it in After Effects. Later I will show you also. Alright, so now the most important thing, before that, I'm gonna tell you just a little shortcut. To zoom in, you're gonna scroll your middle scroll of your mouse up, and to zoom out, the middle scroll of your mouse down, and to hand tool here. Instead you go to hand tool here. You're gonna go to, you can just click and hold the middle scroll of your mouse, click and hold it, and then move around. It will be the same and faster. There you go. Woo! Alright, so so this is very important. So I've seen a lot of YouTube videos trying to make a flying effect, and it looks really weird. It's like you jump and you kinda look at that. Oh, woo! And you kinda freeze just a millisecond in the air, and then you start to fly. So instead of you just fly, you kinda freeze for a second and then you fly. I know how to fix this problem, so this is how. So make sure on your video you set your timeline here to the place where both of your feet still touching the ground. So if you zoom in here, as you can see, this is my feet here. Make sure you go to the time when both of your feet still touching the ground. So it's just one frame before you raise your feet. So as you can see here, if you go one frame, as you can see here, both of my feet is already rise up a little bit, and rise, by the way, not raise. Oh my god, my English sucks. So if you move backwards one frame, both of my feet is still touching the ground. So you're gonna set your timeline here at this point. Remember this is important, because just with this little thing here, you can make your video looks really good. Alright, so make sure you remember that. So go to that point, and then we gonna freeze this image here where your timeline is. So we're gonna duplicate the video first. Make sure you click the up video here for our flying video, and Control D to duplicate. So as you can see here, we got two videos now. And then the up video here, we're gonna rename it. Right click, rename. We're gonna name it fly, and then we're gonna right click, time, freeze frame. So it is basically just create a still image out of this video where the timeline indicator is placed. So right click, time, freeze frame. So as you can see here, the frame is already freeze where your timeline sat. Right, I hope you understand it. And then you can actually just go to where timeline is. As you can see here, it's right here, and then just click Alt begin bracket. So what it does is actually cut the beginning of this video to where your timeline is. So Alt begin bracket. If you want to cut the video from the end to your timeline, you can Alt and bracket. So it's the opposite thing. So Alt begin bracket. Boom. There you go. So as you can see here, this is our video. So it's still moving, and then from this point, boom, freezing. And also for the video down below, the one that still move, that not freeze, you can click Alt and bracket. There you go. So if you zoom in a little bit, it will be like this, still moving and then freezing. Alright, so moving, freezing. Now for the freezing part, as you can see here, the guy is freezing, but we're gonna make him move. Actually we're gonna make him fly. So how to do that? We're gonna cut this guy for the whole body, and then we're gonna animate it from ground here to the sky. So first of all, we're gonna cut this guy using a pen tool. So pen tool, as it said, is a pen, but it's actually, I want you to imagine it like a scissor. So basically it cuts everything. So click that pen tool, and then just start click, and cut all of the whole body. Actually, I'm sorry if you are kind of expert in After Effects, but if you find my tutorial kind of slow, but I want my tutorial to be understand. I want everyone to understand my tutorial, even though you're a beginner. I mean, I hope you still can follow my tutorial. So if you are maybe kind of expert enough to, oh, I already know how to do this, well, sorry, because not all of people watching my video is expert, you know what I'm saying. In fact, a lot of you guys is like a student, and yeah, so there you go. And actually some of my students here actually are watching my video too. So anyway, there's just a little bit of chit chat there. So as you can see here, it's already done. You don't have to be very neat to cut this whole thing, because it will have some motion blur anyway. So as you can see here, after we cut it, we still have the background, because the background from this video. So as you can see here, when we scrub through here, there's no background because there's no background. So there you go. Now we're gonna move this part so you can fly. So go to the timeline, the point where the video shift from this to this, from the move one to the freeze one to this part, and make sure you click the fly here, and go to the triangle here, just open it up, go to transform, and then go to position, and you're gonna create a keyframe, and then move around. For me, maybe 9 frame, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then just go click and drag it up just like so. Or you can just go to the position and go to left here for the minus 400 for me. And then basically, if we see this fit up to 100%. We're gonna ramp preview it. You already create a flying man. So as you can see here, boom. Wait a second there. So as you can see here, fly. Woohoo! But there is still a lot of weird things. First, there is no motion blur. So as you can see here, where you're moving, there's no motion blur, so it will look really fake. So basically, when something move really fast, it gonna have some motion blur, whether in your eyes or on a camera. Basically, it will have a motion blur. So as you can see here, it will look fake. So to give a motion blur, all you're gonna do is click the video and go to here. As you can see here, enables motion blur for all layers with the motion blur switch set. So click that and then click the motion blur right here. If you don't have this, maybe you on this part, this normal, subtract, and whatever thing it is, all you're gonna do is toggle switch modes here. Click that and then click the motion blur. So as you can see here, this is before, no motion blur. This is after. As you can see here, motion blur right there. So now it will looks realistic. So as you can see here, when you start to jump, boof, woo, you fly. But as you can see here, there's some weird thing about the background. So as you can see the background here, boof, see the trees here, it's kind of changing the position, so it definitely looks fake. So to fix that, you're gonna go to the video here, where the video that moving, that's not freezing, this one at the beginnings. Because we use just some tripod shot, you can actually just cut it also with the pen tool. Just cut it where you are standing and close it. Boom, there you go. So actually we're gonna use the part where just yourself and not the whole background. So as you can see here, boom. Now if we ramp preview it again, as you can see here, we already using the background. There you go. See that? Woof, very beautiful. Woo! You just create a flyman. Now you are man of steel. Alright, so that's actually really easy, right? I understand the tutorial because this is very easy. Boom, then you start flying. And then to create just a little bit more realistic effect, we're gonna add some camera shake. So as you can see here, this is just on a tripod. We're gonna make it more interesting by adding some camera shake. So we're gonna end it up right here. Let's say you want to end your video right here. Just click N on your keyboard, N. So it's gonna bring the work area here to where your timeline is. So N, and then right click, and then trim comp to work area. Boom. So your video is gonna be cut to where that timeline is. Boom. This already looks good, but we're gonna give some camera shake to make it looks better. So we're gonna select all of the video and then right click and then click pre-compose. So basically it's like putting all your video to a folder if it's on a Windows maybe, and then move all attributes into the new composition, and we're gonna name it maybe fly, and then just click OK, and there you go. Now we're gonna make, so as you can see here, all the video is already like in one folder here. So we're gonna create a fake camera shake. How to make a fake camera shake? You can actually go, make sure you click the video and then go to effect, stylize motion tile. So effects, stylize motion tile, and then basically what it does is to you will understand later. I'm gonna explain it later. So make sure you put your output width here to around 150, and then 150 for the output height also, and then make sure you check the mirror edge here, and then you're gonna go and click P for position, or you can just open up the triangle here and open up the transform, and you will find position, or just click the video and click P to bring up just the position, and click the keyframe right here at the start of the video and at the end of the video, and then you're gonna click and drag your mouse and make sure you choose both of the keyframe at the end and at the start of the video, and then go to wiggler right here. If you don't have wiggler right here, you can go to window and then make sure you check the wiggler, and then it will appear somewhere in After Effects. Just for me, I'm just gonna drag the at the left side here. I'm just gonna drag it here. Alright, so make sure you already check both of the you already select both of the keyframes here, and for me I'm just change the frequency to 3 maybe, and magnitude to 8. So frequency is basically how big the shakiness of your video, and magnitude is I'm sorry, magnitude is how big the shakiness is, and frequency is, well, frequency is how much the shakiness is gonna be. So if we click apply, as you can see here appear a bunch of keyframes there, and as you can see here the video is already shaky. Look at that. If you run preview this, now it's already done. Alright, so as you can see here the video is shaky. It's like you're not using a tripod. Boom, there you go. Now what it does, if we turn it off, the motion tile, the video gonna have some weird missing part of the video, because we actually shaking the video. So as you can see here, some white part here. Maybe if we turn off the transparency here, you can see that it will be black at the edges of the video. So motion tile, so as you can see here, black bar here. So motion tile is basically fill that part up. So, right, so the mirror edge also help, so it will reflect at the edges, so you don't have any problem with your video now. So there you go, guys. Actually we are already done, and for me I also gonna add some wiggler effect also when he jumps at that point. So right click and pre-compose again, move all attributes, and OK, and P again, and then click the keyframe there, and then I'm gonna shake the camera about this area. So there you go. And then frequency, we're gonna set it maybe for me 15, magnitude about maybe just 8. Apply, and as you can see here, we're gonna add some stylize and motion tile effect again for this part, because we already shake it again. So mirror edge, make sure you check that, and when you ramp preview it, boom, you will see some shakiness when you fly. So as you can see here, when you fly, you're gonna have some woof, like so. But we don't have a motion blur for the shakiness effect here, so make sure you also give the motion blur effect when you already makes your video shaky, so it will have some motion blur also. So guys, so that's it about the landing.